The New York Knicks are sitting on top of the basketball world as the reigning NBA champions. But being the largest market club in the entire association means the rumor mill never stops spinning for this franchise. The latest massive rumor connecting a future Hall of Fame scorer to Madison Square Garden has completely taken over sports media. People are losing their minds over the possibility of DeMar DeRozan coming to New York. It sounds like the ultimate blockbuster move for a franchise looking to repeat their historic championship success. Adding an elite veteran scorer to an already loaded roster feels like a dream scenario for many casual fans. But a prominent team insider just dropped a much-needed truth bomb that completely destroys this fantasy. If you are expecting a massive announcement regarding DeRozan, you need to lower your expectations right now. Ian Begley from SNY just sat down with Eamon McEnany to clear the air. He provided some critical context that every single basketball fan needs to hear. The reality of the situation inside the front office is completely different. Begley completely downplayed the rumors of the front office pursuing the recently waived All-Star. He made it clear that there is absolutely nothing happening on either side of this situation. It is a dead end. The trusted insider stated plainly that he does not see anything happening between DeRozan and the franchise. New York is simply not on the wish list for the veteran scorer. The interest from Leon Rose is just not there. According to his precise assessment, you can officially put this specific rumor to bed. The buzz is almost certainly stemming from online fan speculation, rather than any actual internal discussions within the organization. It is very easy to see why casual observers would try to connect these dots during the busy summer months. DeRozan remains an obviously skilled scorer, who can get a bucket against almost any defensive scheme in the league. Even in what many considered a down season with the Sacramento Kings, he still put up incredibly impressive numbers. He averaged 18.4 points while shooting nearly 50% from the floor. He proved that his legendary mid-range game is still completely lethal. He can control the tempo of a game and draw personal fouls at an elite rate. Any team looking for pure scoring depth would love to have him. But the reigning champions are operating on a completely different wavelength right now. They do not need to chase flashy names just to sell tickets or create media buzz. Their roster is already meticulously constructed. Look at what the squad accomplished during their recent historic title run under head coach Mike Brown. The offense was already performing at an incredibly high level without needing extra ball-dominant players. New York ranked 10th in points per game by averaging over 116 points per night. Even more impressively, they finished 4th in the entire league in overall offensive rating during the season. The current rotation already possesses an abundance of elite scoring options who need the ball in their hands. Adding another player who dominates possession would actually disrupt the beautiful team chemistry. Leon Rose and the front office are focused on a completely different area of the roster. They have a massive glaring hole that requires immediate attention before the new season officially tips off. The real emergency for this franchise is happening down in the paint. The offseason has been incredibly brutal for the team depth at the center position. They have lost multiple key frontcourt pieces. The biggest blow came when defensive anchor Mitchell Robinson decided to depart in free agency. Robinson was the heart and soul of the interior defense for several years. His absence is a massive problem. To make matters worse, the team also lost young big man Ariel Hukporti. Hukporti chose to sign a lucrative one-year deal worth $3.4 million with the rival Philadelphia 76ers. Losing both Robinson and Hukporti in the same summer has completely depleted the frontcourt depth. The front office had to act fast to find a replacement understudy for superstar Karl-Anthony Towns. They managed to secure veteran center Andre Drummond to help fill the void. Drummond is an absolute legend on the glass and brings immense physical strength to the secondary unit. Drummond believes he can provide a very similar talent and energy to what Robinson brought to the floor. He is confident that his rebounding prowess will keep the team elite on the backboards. But as Ian Begley correctly pointed out during his recent television appearance, one veteran backup is simply not enough. The Knicks absolutely have to add a third reliable center to this roster. An 82-game season is a grueling marathon that takes a massive physical toll on big men. Relying solely on Karl-Anthony Towns and Andre Drummond to stay perfectly healthy is a dangerous gamble. If you want to stay updated on how the front office solves this critical front court puzzle, please take a quick moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel right now. Let us look at some realistic scenarios to see why a third big man is so vital for success. Imagine a situation in the middle of January where Karl-Anthony Towns picks up 2 quick personal fouls in the first quarter. Coach Mike Brown would be forced to insert Andre Drummond into the game much earlier than anticipated. If Drummond then suffers a minor ankle sprain or gets into foul trouble, the team is doomed. Without a legitimate third center, the coaching staff would have to rely on ultra-small ball lineups. They would be forced to play smaller forwards out of position against giant opponents. Opposing teams with elite interior players would completely dominate the paint. They would secure every single offensive rebound and score easy second-chance points against the smaller defenders. That is exactly why chasing an expensive wing like DeMar DeRozan makes absolutely zero sense for this franchise. Every single dollar of salary cap flexibility must be preserved for interior help. The front office cannot afford to tie up resources on positions where they already possess elite depth. They must prioritize building a balanced roster that can survive a deep playoff run. The open market for quality big men is currently incredibly thin. Most of the top-tier free agent centers have already signed lucrative contracts with other franchises across the league. This scarcity means the trade market is the most realistic avenue for New York to find their missing piece. Prominent analysts like Sam Vachene from The Athletic have already suggested this exact path. The organization will likely monitor the league closely as the season progresses. They could easily make some calculated in-season moves to address this glaring positional need when the right player becomes available. Leon Rose has earned a spectacular reputation for being incredibly patient and calculating. He refuses to react emotionally to media rumors or fan panic. He waits for the perfect deal to strike. Think about how he built this current championship squad. He did not rush out to acquire every single available star. He slowly accumulated draft assets and made precise, surgical trades. He brought in players who fit the specific culture and identity of New York basketball. That identity is built on toughness, defense, and selfless ball movement. DeRozan simply does not fit that blueprint. While DeRozan is an incredible individual talent, his play style requires a high volume of mid-range isolation plays. That approach often slows down the overall offensive flow of a modern system. The current system under Mike Brown thrives on quick decisions and space. They want to generate open looks from the perimeter or clear the lane for dynamic drives to the basket. Plugging a ball-dominant veteran into that mix could create spacing nightmares. It would take valuable touches away from the established stars who just led the city to a historic parade. The media will always try to link the largest market teams to every single available star. It generates massive amounts of clicks and fuels endless debate on television sports shows. But true championship organizations do not build their rosters based on internet hype. They look at the cold, hard data and identify their exact structural weaknesses. The data says the offense is already elite, but the interior depth is dangerously thin. The decision makers know exactly what they need to do to keep this championship window open for years to come. The question is no longer whether the front office will look to bring on more big man help. The real question is exactly when they will finally choose to pull the trigger on a trade. They have the asset flexibility to wait for a frustrated lottery team to look for a rebuild. A quality backup center on a losing team could become available around the winter deadline. Till that moment arrives, fans need to remain patient and trust the process. The rumor mill will continue to churn out wild stories, but the insiders have given us the definitive truth. DeMar DeRozan is not coming to Madison Square Garden, and that is actually a fantastic thing for the future of the franchise. The focus remains entirely on size, strength, and interior defense. The journey to repeat as NBA champions will be incredibly challenging. Every single rival organization is actively designing strategies to take down the kings of the league. But with a disciplined front office and a clear vision, the future remains incredibly bright in New York. The real work is happening behind closed doors away from the media noise.